And one more thing. Once we join our bodies, we'll be stuck in that form forever.
Universe 8. After the fight between Goku and Yamoshi against Sailors, Daishinkan ordered everyone to go to their respective universes. After all, he wanted to investigate what Sailors, Salama's heir, was really up to. Starting from that point, Daishinkan asked Zeno-sama to reconstitute Universe 8, in the way it was before it was erased, so Daishinkan could do his investigation and know what decisions he should make, since in a month he would have to train personally Goku and the new goddess of destruction Yamoshi. In his investigations, Daishinkan discovered that Universe 8 was completely dominated by Sailors' magic and all planets and galaxies were sealed, just as happened with the god of destruction and the angel of that respective universe. Daishinkan could feel Salama's magic everywhere, and he understood that Sailors was only using a fraction of this deity's power. In other words, Sailors had accomplished her goal. She had managed to attract everyone's attention. Daishinkan then tried to follow the trail of Sailors' key and managed to reach a large castle on a common planet. There he found several scrolls that seemed to have been left in that location on purpose. Sailors wanted that information to be accessed. In reading these scrolls, Daishinkan discovered that everything Sailors had said was true. She was just a spokesperson for Salama, who was now recovering and rebuilding herself in a parallel universe where not even Zeno-sama had the ability to reach and delete. Daishinkan then discovered that from this new universe created by Salama, all universes would be unified into one, becoming a large collective universe, and in this way, Salama wanted to unify all peoples. Daishinkan knew that Goku and Yamoshi would not be able to face such an enemy, at least not at the current moment. Perhaps, he and Zeno-sama should fight to put an end to Salama's plans. However, this entity had some special plan for the Scions, so Daishinkan knew that unfortunately he would need to use Goku, Yamoshi, and even Sun Quan to make Salama appear. Thus, Daishinkan returns to Zeno-sama's palace after having spent a week on his investigations. Palace of Zeno-sama. Already at Zeno-sama's palace, Daishinkan summoned all his children and informed all the angels, and Zeno-sama, everything he had discovered on his journey through Universe 8. He then asked Vados to hide Sun Quan in his staff's dimension, that way Salama couldn't find him. Sun Quan was still very young, and according to Daishinkan's words, they would need someone more mature and more powerful to combine the powers of Ultra Instinct with the power of the legendary Scion. Whis understands what his father means with these words and leaves immediately for Universe 7. It was time to find the legendary Scion and bring him to help with this task. While Whis leaves for Universe 7, Daishinkan summons Yamoshi and says that she should also go to Universe 7. After all, she was the person who practically founded the race as it later became known, so she should prepare alongside of Goku and the other Scion that Whis went to get during the time that remained until a month was completed. And so it was done. Universe 7, Earth, a few days later. After finding out about Salama and Sailors' plan, Goku, unlike everyone else, was super excited. He couldn't wait to face Salama and his heir again. Whis then said that Goku and Yamoshi should teach another Scion how to master Ultra Instinct. Goku wonders why not use Sun Quan for battle. Whis explains that now is not the time for the young Scion to fight. Goku then asks why they don't take Vegeta. Whis then responds that someone with Vegeta's level of power should stay on Earth to protect it from other possible enemies who may want to take advantage of the current moment. Goku asked, "So who are we taking to train with us?" Whis replied, "Broly." Goku asked, "Broly? But he's more unstable than Vegeta. How will he master Ultra Instinct?" Whis replied, "You haven't seen him in years, Goku. When you and Vegeta faced him and defeated him, he had already changed, but now he is someone else. You will be surprised." Yamoshi asked, "Okay, and where is he?" Whis replied, He is in the same dimension that Goku used to master Ultra Instinct. Broly is in that place, the dimension of my staff. I'll take them there too. That place was Special Dimension. Yamoshi and Goku were taken to the special dimension that Whis had left Broly. There Goku and the Saiyan met again. They both remembered the fight they had in the past, and now they are both happy to train together to save all the universes. Broly said, "Hello, Goku. I've been waiting for your visit for years. You said you would visit me so we could train." Goku replied, "Forgive me, friend. I ended up forgetting. In fact, several other powerful enemies appeared and I ended up getting very excited to the point of forgetting." Broly said, "No problem. And who are you?" Broly said, looking at Yamoshi. Yamoshi replied, "I am the founder of the Saiyans, Yamoshi." "Nice to meet you, legendary Saiyan." Whis interrupts them, saying that the presentations and praise could wait for another day. Now was the time to start training. Goku and Broly were supposed to face each other first, but Goku was supposed to use Ultra Instinct against Broly, and so it was done. Goku, with radiating confidence, found himself facing Broly, the legendary Saiyan known for his brutality and uncontrollable power. The warrior with spiky black hair, enveloped in a bright blue aura, was ready to face the legendary beast. He thought it would be a challenging battle, but he firmly believed that his mastery of Ultra Instinct made him invincible. However, the reality turned out to be very different from his expectations. As Broly unleashed the power of the legendary Saiyan, a burst of energy emanated from him, and his monstrous form seemed even more menacing than before. Goku felt a shockwave when Broly began using Ultra Instinct in his first phase. It was as if he was defying all known limits, and Goku realized that he had underestimated his opponent. Goku's surprise reached its peak when Broly finally activated full Ultra Instinct and began to surpass him in battle. As they fought, Goku couldn't help but remember the first time he faced Broly, when the legendary Saiyan demonstrated his ability to increase his powers and adapt to the fight in an impressive way. It was undeniable that Broly was a battle genius, just like Goku. As the battle intensified, Yamoshi, a keen observer of the fight, was surprised and delighted by Broly's skill. She saw in him not only incredible power, but also unique prowess in martial arts. Broly, noticing Yamoshi's interest, surprised everyone by inviting Goku and Yamoshi herself to face him together. However, his surprise turned to shock when Yamoshi demonstrated his own impressive power, which surpassed even Broly's. The battle reached its climax when Yamoshi, with a combination of skill and strength, defeated Broly. The legendary Saiyan, who had surpassed all expectations, finally fell before the power of Yamoshi. Goku, although defeated, was amazed at Yamoshi's strength and recognized that, in addition to being a fighting genius, Broly had found a worthy rival in Yamoshi. The epic battle between these legendary warriors had revealed that the universe still held secrets and unexpected challenges, even for the most powerful fighters. The surprises keep appearing in our epic saga. That place was Special Dimension. Goku was amazed by Broly's powers. For him it was unimaginable that Broly would reach the power of Ultra Instinct due to his temperament, but Goku remembered that angry Broly had been in the past. All of this happened to the legendary Saiyan because of his father's manipulations with the special collar. Now Broly was someone else, a new Saiyan. Whis was happy with the results of the training, but there was still one detail left to be corrected. Although he mastered Ultra Instinct, Broly could not maintain it for a long time like Sun Quan, and this would be a problem as it would unbalance the power level between him, Goku and Yamoshi. Whis said, "Did you understand, Goku? That's why I need you and Yamoshi. Both will have to help Broly achieve Ultra Instinct balance, which is why we chose him over his third son. Broly is closer to mastering this power, but there are still some details to be resolved." Whis continues, "But at least we were able to analyze the level of power that the three of you possess, and I can confirm with certainty that one can complement the other." Broly asks, "What do you mean, one can complete the other?" Whis responds, "You have a much more massive power level, Broly. Goku, on the other hand, has perfect command of Ultra Instinct, while Yamoshi, well, she is the perfect balance between power and dominance. That's why she manages to keep Ultra Instinct activated at all times while her attacks are highly destructive. Whis continues, however, Yamoshi doesn't have what you two have in abundance, which is the will to fight and the primitive instinct of the Saiyans. What I want to say is that if we combine your power with Goku's power, we can achieve power never seen before, and our dear Yamoshi will be the pillar of defense for this team of 3, or 2. Goku asks, 2? Like this? Suddenly a familiar voice echoed in that place. It was Daishinkan. Daishinkan says, Divine Fusion. That's what my son wants to say. Continuous Daishinkan. There are several types of fusions, but none are as effective as Divine Fusion. With this ability, he is able to fuse any types of beings. The assimilation that the Namek used to gain more powers when absorbing another kinship was based on Divine Fusion. However, they were never able to replicate this ability in the same way that the gods used it. The only ones who were able to do this feat were the Pod-era earrings that the Kaioshin created. Goku says, got it. So that's why Pod-era earrings are so powerful. Daishinkan responds, exactly. So, from now on, I will train them. Apparently we have very little time. Salama's magic is very strong and I can feel it even though I'm outside of Universe 8. So he's close, and we want to return to Zeno-sama's side as quickly as possible. Daishinkan continues, Goku and Broly, you will be part of the front line. You will face Salama alongside the angels and gods of destruction, while Yamoshi, well, you will have to stick to Sailors and whatever allies Salama possess. Whis asks, but what about Zeno-sama? Why doesn't he face Salama once and for all? Daishinkan responds, because Zeno-sama can't fight. His powers are fragmented across all universes. In other words, the balance between universes is also the balance between Zeno-sama's power. If the universes disappear, he will then have all his power renewed, but this will give strength to Salama as well. This is a long story and I will tell it at a better time, but now, understand that Salama's return means the end of our existence. Daishinkan asks, that's why I ask you, are you ready? Goku, Broly and Yamoshi say together, yes. The final training begins. The divine training taught by Daishinkan is an intense and challenging journey that aims to improve Broly, Goku, Yamoshi and prepare them to face Salama and his threats. Phase 1, Perfect Mastery of Ultra Instinct. At this stage, Daishinkan focuses on teaching Broly how to master Ultra Instinct perfectly, a technique that few have managed to master. Training is conducted in a special location within the dimension created by Whis staff, where the flow of time is different and allows for intense concentration. Broly starts with meditation and concentration training to tune into his mind and body. Broly undergoes intense physical training sessions to increase his stamina and ability to withstand the stress of battle. Daishinkan performs specific exercises to improve Broly's reflexes, allowing him to react instantly to attacks. Broly faces countless opponents simulated by Daishinkan, each one more powerful than the last, so that he can improve his combat skills. Daishinkan teaches Broly how to control and channel his ki more effectively, essential for activating Ultra Instinct. Broly learns to connect his mind and body in perfect harmony, allowing him to access Ultra Instinct with ease. Throughout this intensive phase, Broly gradually perfects his ability to activate and control Ultra Instinct perfectly. Phase 2, Divine Fusion of two Masters of Ultra Instinct. At this stage, Daishinkan introduces Divine Fusion, a concept that involves the fusion of two warriors who master Ultra Instinct. This is a unique feat that no god of destruction has managed to accomplish. Goku and Broly undergo synchronization training, where they learn to align perfectly in terms of energy, thoughts, and movements. After weeks of intensive practice, Goku and Broly manage to perform Divine Fusion. They merge into a single being of unimaginable power, combining their strength, skills, and knowledge. The resulting fusion possesses a level of power that far surpasses what either of them could achieve individually. They are now able to seamlessly access Ultra Instinct in their fused form. Daishinkan organizes training battles to test the fusion's effectiveness, allowing Goku and Broly to explore their new power. Phase 3, Yamoshi Divine Technique. In this last phase, Daishinkan turns to Yamoshi, teaching him a secret divine technique, albeit at a significant sacrifice. The technique involves a profound sacrifice, where Yamoshi must give up a part of his divinity and longevity in exchange for supreme power. Yamoshi undergoes mental and spiritual training to strengthen his resolve and accept the necessary sacrifice. With their divine training complete, Goku, Broly, and Yamoshi emerge as supreme warriors, ready to face Salama and his threats and protect the existence of the universes. Their combined powers and divine fusion make them a formidable force that can challenge even the gods. Daishinkan says, "Well, here my work is done. I will return to Zeno-sama's side. I will wait for you as soon as you are ready." Whis replied, "Okay, Daddy. See you in one day." Daishinkan then leaves for Zeno-sama's palace. However, as soon as he left the dimension of Whis' staff, he was already feeling that something was not right. Salama's magic was much stronger than it should be, and the strong point of this magic came directly from Zeno-sama's palace. When Daishinkan finally arrived at Zeno-sama's palace, he could see a gigantic and frightening figure that emanated a divine ki and at the same time magical. It was Salama in all her splendor. Zeno-sama had disappeared. Daishinkan could feel neither the presence nor the divine ki of his master. Would this be the end of Zeno-sama? These and other questions echoed in Daishinkan's mind as he stared at that divine being who was looking down on him with a tormenting gaze. Daishinkan then sent a telepathic message to all the angels and gods of destruction in all universes so that they could help him, especially Whis, who was with the Scions. That place, Whis' special dimension. Daishinkan's message to Whis should arrive in just a few moments. However, as Whis was inside that dimension where time passes in a completely different way than the time that exists on Earth and in Zeno-sama's palace, the telepathic message ended up delaying even longer. Almost an entire day was needed for this message to reach the angel. Whis, who had told his father that one day they would meet again, well, it seems that everything had been planned by Salama. After all, he arrived and attacked Zeno-sama's palace at the perfect time. This was the theory that Whis had created after his father's message arrived in his mind, but the message had more information. Daishinkan revealed that Zeno-sama fought against Salama in the past. Both had different thoughts. Salama understood that only a single universe was necessary, so maintaining order would be easier, but, on the other hand, Zeno-sama believed that there should be more universes, with several different forms of life and species, so all people could live and develop, helping each other even if there was conflict. The fight was of catastrophic magnitudes, but Zeno-sama managed to win. But in proof of loyalty and friendship to his former friend, he decided to use part of Salama's powers that he removed after his sealing to create the Namek, and thus this people was born. With magical abilities and an absurdly large knowledge. This knowledge was so high that the Namek began to create their own beliefs. They also began to doubt the deities, and because of this the Namek sought answers from the universe. So, to get closer to God, the Namek created the Dragon Ball. They also developed the ability to assimilate and procreate without the need for two different gender types within their race. Without realizing it, the Namek of all universes were returning to their natural state, which is the unique being from which the magic and wisdom of those people came. That's right, they were arriving at the answer, in fact, Salama. That's why the Namek are such a united people, that's why they are so wise, that's why they are skilled with magic and creating incredible artifacts. They are part of that being that lived many ages ago. However, none of them found what was missing, the last piece of the puzzle, until in Universe 8 the first female Namek was born. She had no antennae. She was different from a common Namek, Saylis, the heir of the soul from Zalama. Somehow, this Namek woman inherited Zalama's desires and soul, and all her life she searched for the perfect way to bring Zalama back to life. Years of study led her to the answer. Zeno-sama had to be sealed, but there was one race that was interesting in Sayli's eyes. The Scions. Scions had the ability to evolve infinitely. So, when Zalama returned to life, he should absorb all this power that belonged to Xeno-sama, but it was fragmented. In other words, Xeno-sama would no longer have all the power he had in the past, and thus Zalama would never be defeated again, which is why Xeno-sama should not die before Zalama absorbed the power of the Scions. Uniting the evolutionary ability of the Scions and the Namex was the perfect plan for Zalama to live forever. Whis revealed all this information to Goku, Broly, and Yamoshi. Now the only thing they could do was beat Zalama once and for all. However, while Whis was transporting them to Xeno-sama's palace, Goku asked him a very intriguing question. Goku asked, "But, Whis, if Celes possesses Zalama's soul, how are we going to kill him? He can always come back to life, since Celes can't die either. How will we do that?" Whis replied, "It's amazing how you surprise me, Goku. Sometimes you're a wise person, really intelligent. However, you should already know the answer. In fact, the answer to the goddess of destruction Yamoshi knows what to do." Yamoshi nodded his head as a way of saying that he truly knew how to defeat Zalama once and for all. Finally, it was time for the final battle. Xeno-sama Palace. Whis finally arrived with the Scions at Xeno-sama's palace, and there he was, standing tall and imposing, Zalama, and next to him was Celes. Goku stood in front of him after looking around and seeing no one. Goku asks, "Where are the angels and gods? Where are Xeno-sama and the Daishinkin?" Zalama replies, "Soon you will pay them a visit, but before that, Celes, you must seal the angel. I will defeat the Scions." Celes then went after Whis, but Yamoshi interfered by coming face to face with his former opponent. Yamoshi asked, "So that's why you brought me back to life? Was it for this nefarious purpose that I was reborn?" Celes responds, "Exactly, foolish woman." Yamoshi says, "Well, let's end this the way it started. After all, neither you nor I are part of this time period. I am the creator of the Scions, the goddess of the Scions, and you are just a fragment of a repugnant being from the past." Yamoshi finished by saying, "Goku, Broly, Whis, and all the other friends I made on this journey, thank you for all the incredible and wonderful moments I spent with you. I leave the fate of the existence of the universe in your hands. Goodbye." Yamoshi began to gather an absurd amount of divine ki. His ultra instinct had never been so powerful. It was possible to feel an infernal heat in that palace. Finally, Yamoshi launches a spell that completely paralyzes Celes. Then both disappear in a flash of lights that emanate the last seconds of the Scion creator's life. She and Celes disintegrate forever. Zalama was furious, but Goku was much more furious. Goku said, "Damn, she did that so we would have a chance to defeat you, you bastard, so shut up. Broly, let's end this, together." Broly approached Goku, but Zalama knew what they were both trying to do, but he couldn't do anything because Whis put himself in front of Zalama, who defeated him with just one blow. But it was too late. In front of him, Zalama saw the sunrise and the awakening of the most powerful warrior he had seen since Xeno-sama. Zalama says, "Damn you, what have you done? Are you going to ruin my plans?" A voice with a double tone replied, "I'm not Goku nor am I Broly. You can call me Broku or Groly, feel free, because this will be the end of you." The epic fight between Divine Fusion, Broku, who is the combination of Goku and Broly, and Zalama finally begins. The entire environment shook under the intensity of the battle. Both sides were imbued with power and determination, but Zalama seemed to have the early advantage. He was an imposing, divine force, emanating an immense, magical aura that surrounded his colossal body. The first blows were exchanged with impressive speed, punches and kicks that created devastating shockwaves. Zalama displayed his mastery of divine magic, casting magical spells as he attacked. His attacks were precise and destructive, challenging Broku to stand his ground. Broku, in turn, showed indomitable determination and incredible perfection of his skills. His divine fusion allowed him to access Ultra Instinct perfectly, and he defended Zalama's attacks with unparalleled agility. However, Zalama continued to dominate the fight with his divine magic and massive power. The battle dragged on, with both sides demonstrating unwavering resistance. Broku felt despair approaching, while Zalama seemed indestructible. But at the crucial moment, Broku accessed a unique form of power, a blend of Ultra Instinct in its ultimate form, called Legendary Divine Ultra Instinct. In this state, he became a force of nature, with power that surpassed even Zalama's. Broku charged forward with an overwhelming attack. His punches and kicks were lightning fast, and he released waves of explosive energy with each strike. Zalama tried to resist, but his divine aura was weakening under the fury of the legendary Ultra Divine Instinct. The fight culminated in a final confrontation. Broku delivered a powerful blow that hit Zalama squarely, unleashing an explosion of energy that consumed the divine being. Zalama screamed in agony, unable to contain Broku's power. Finally, Zalama was defeated, his cold and lifeless body finally touched the ground. Broku fell exhausted, breathing labored but triumphant. Zalama's threat had been eliminated, thanks to his determination, training, and the power of the legendary Divine Ultra Instinct. But mainly, thanks to the sacrifice of the goddess Yamoshi. The fighting had been intense and relentless, but in the end, Broku emerged as the victor, ensuring the survival of the universes and proving himself an unmatched warrior. The fusion was undone, and like magic, Daishinkan, Xenosama and the other angels and God emerged. On behalf of Xenosama, Daishinkan gives a beautiful speech and then he finally reveals that balance has been reached and that now it is no longer necessary for universes to be erased. Peace has finally arrived. Well, at least for now. Guys, we have finally reached the end of our epic Dragon Ball saga, the end of existence. Thank you very much to everyone who has followed us this far. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the epic sagas that will come in the future. See you in the next videos. Until next time, everyone.